Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark here again, and we are going into the seventh or eighth day now, where free speech, as we know it in the United States, no longer exists. The government is using taxpayer dollars to spend their propaganda against the American people, while telling us we're not allowed to hear the opinions of others, especially if they're Russian, right? We're too stupid to understand what the truth or truth isn't, so we have to receive it from the government, and if we give it what we believe to be the truth to the other people, we can be identified as Russian agents and be shot in a White House lawn or something, because trust me, it's only a matter of time before that happens. You may think this is a big joke, but they just expelled every big Russian diplomat in the country and said, GTFO, right? I mean, it's just getting thicker and thicker by the day. My last video I talked about this thing going on with Trump's inauguration party. I never ever in a million years thought that I would say something like this, but I'll be completely and totally amazed and flabbergasted if Donald Trump actually makes it into office, and I voted for him, and overall I do support him. And going back to free speech, I have to discuss with you, and it's not as simple as it seems, but it is. It's about an article I came across in my local newspaper today in the Dallas Morning News. I guess the story is about, well, there's this guy, he was working for this company, this big company, right? They paid him to do dirty work. It was pretty obvious that they did. And I guess at some point they didn't like the way that he was doing the dirty work, and so they bought him off for $80,000. And basically he said, you need to pay me what you owe me, or I'm going to just post bad reviews about your company everywhere and cost you a bunch of business, right? So what he was talking about doing was writing bad reviews, right? And where was he doing his bad reviews? You've probably all heard of this before. Yelp. Well, guess what? You don't have free speech on Yelp anymore, because he threatened to post bad reviews of this company on Yelp. This man was convicted of extortion, when he was just trying to do whatever he could to get these people to give him his money back that they screwed him out of, and they wouldn't give it to him. They charged him with extortion and put him in jail for 2.5 years, and said he couldn't post any more reviews on companies until he was no longer on probation. And as soon as he got off probation, or he got out of he was in a halfway house after he got out of jail, he got off probation, he got out of the halfway house, he started posting bad reviews to these guys again, because he's still pissed off that he didn't get his money, and he's even more pissed off that he spent 2.5 years in jail over extortion just because he was going to write some bad reviews to get his money back. And then they put him back in the halfway house and are trying to say, or trying to insinuate that he violated his agreement of not posting bad reviews, even though he was no longer in probation when he did it. But needless to say, as this points out in this article, which I will leave a link to, leaving bad reviews on Yelp can be called extortion, and they can put you in jail for 2.5 years just for writing comments on the internet. Comments equal prison. Okay, this is a big deal. It's a documented fact. This is proof that a dude spent 2.5 years in jail for writing bad reviews about a company, and this could happen to any one of you. So when you go somewhere to eat and you don't like their food and you write a bad review, just remember, you could potentially end up spending 2.5 years in prison with killers and child abusers and all this other stuff, just for typing stuff on the internet on Yelp, the app that everybody uses. Gotta love a free America.